Stephanie Milky here, aka KetoMOM, or often called mom, sis, Steffi, daughter, wife, aunt, and friend. Just like many of you, I carry a lot of titles. My favorite title is mom. I should probably say wife, which takes a lot of my time. But let's be honest, if you want to do something and do it well, you will make the time for it. Commitment is hard because we find ourselves overcommitted, but when you practice prioritizing, you will find out what is actually important and what you can let go. With the KetoMOM podcast, you will learn together how to manage our time, commit to the most important things in life, and I will equip you with the tools you need to feel qualified each step of the way. My name is Stephanie Milky, and welcome to the KetoMOM Secrets podcast. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the KetoMOM page. My name is Stephanie. Tell me where you're tuning in from and what ketone flavor is in your cup. I'm drinking my favorite. It's our ketone ampules. It's a liquid formulation. It's orange, but it's called Naraha. It's incredible. I love it. So it is my mom fuel. I drink it every single morning. I just got back from a walk. Well, actually, I went for a walk. I read an incredible new book. I started it last night. I read the whole book. It's a small book. I'll share it with you eventually. And I just did a live on the reboot page. So if you did the reboot with us, if you did the reboot and you're done, you're celebrating that you did the reboot. So congratulations. If you don't know what this is, we do it every single month. It is a 60-hour fast cleanse reboot to where you don't eat for 60 hours. But guess what? You dive in, you drink everything in the kit. It has ketones and our keto protein and our electrolytes. It's pretty great. It helps you understand that you don't have to be in control. But you don't have to be controlled by food. You can be in control. If you've never tried it, if you want to know more, as we wrap up the holiday in November and dive into the holidays in December and you don't want to be taken over by food, just post reboot below and I'll send you information on this. But a whole bunch of people just finished it. They're celebrating. Super awesome. Also, before we dive into one of my most favorite topics, which is so interesting because I listened to something that we do in our home for homeschool is my husband, we watch one of our, I guess I could call them our mentors. It's interesting because if you think of a mentor, oftentimes you think of a mentor as somebody that has to physically be with you. But did you know that you can listen to podcasts or YouTube videos or authors or speakers and they can be your mentor? So we have people that we listen to with our girls for homeschool around business. And as we were listening to this YouTube video yesterday, one of the conversations that came up was your thoughts, your words, your actions, the seeds that you're planting. Interestingly enough, I was going to talk about that. And then I also flipped in our book that we are wrapping up called Dream It, Pin It, Live It. And the chapter was exactly the same as what I was going to talk to you about today. So this is a super great topic. It is going to be amazing because whether you decide to do a vision board or not, that's up to you. I have a couple thoughts for you, but I will tell you this thought around your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, or just what we're going to talk about, is applicable to your life, whether you want to accept it or not, believe it or not. Whether you decide that you actually want to create a vision board or go after better in your life, it's super important. This topic is super important. So before I dive into that, real quick, we do have, for those of you who drink ketones, we do have 50% off of a couple flavors. So all I'm going to say is this. If you drink ketones and you love them, and these are two of your favorite flavors, you can go grab one box at 50% off. Blackberry pineapple, caffeine-free, or the rainbow candy, caffeine-free, 50% off the pudding pop with caffeine. Or if you are a coffee lover, we've got the honey bear, 50% off, or protein lover, we've got our keto protein called lemon shortbread, 50% off. Those 5 flavors just for today or until they're sold out. So there you go. Super great. Log into your account, go grab one of them because they're all incredible. Lastly, if you've never tried ketones, let's chat. So post ketones in the comments. If you're like, what are you talking about? Why do you drink ketones? I've been drinking them for 8 years. They're super great. And I call them my mom fuel, but they're not just for moms, they're for anybody. All right. Tell me this. How many of you have been following along in this Dream It, Pin It, Live It? And how many of you are creating a vision board? If you're creating a vision board, post a purple heart in the comments. Or you can put a 1. Maybe that's easier. Sometimes on the phone, it's hard to find emojis or hearts. Put a 1. If you are going to create a vision board for you or with your family or with your spouse to really focus in 2024. So we've already gone through 5 of these chapters of what a vision board is, how it works, how to create it, how to get started. If you're just tuning in and you're brand new, I'd love to get to know you. You can go back and watch the other videos. You can go to KetoMomSecrets.com and you can click on book club and you can go ahead and watch the other ones. This conversation today, I believe, is one of the most powerful conversations and one of the biggest things you can have an awareness around in your entire life. If you get it, it can change your life. If you don't get it, it can ruin your life. Okay, here is the topic of conversation. It is the power of your words, or for out of the overflow of your heart, the mouth speaks. So, in the very beginning, here's a couple things. You need to remove all negative talk. So after you create your vision board, right? You've got your vision board created. You've got your vision board in front of you. You've got the dreams and the hopes and your goals, and you've got a plan and a focus for 2024. Here's something you need to understand. You need to remove the negative self-talk about your life and replace it with positive declarations affirming your future. Your words are a tool to be used to help you reach your goals. Your words are a tool in your life. They can help you. They can guide you. They also can do the opposite. They can destroy your life. All right, your words can create doubt and negativity, or they can position your life for something magnificent. What are you saying about your life, your finances, your family, your health, your career? Your very own words shape your world. You cannot talk defeat and expect victory. Your words have creative powers. Here's one of the biggest things we were listening to yesterday. So in my notes with our girls, he was speaking about how your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, all 3 of those things are seeds that you plant and hope and you're sowing for your future. Your thoughts, the words that come out of your mouth, and the deeds that you do plant seeds. Do you believe in this? Do you believe in this saying? You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow, excuse me. Do you believe that? I think most people do, right? Or, and let me ask you this question. Do you believe that if you sow good deeds, great words, encouraging words, and your thoughts, you reap what you sow? So for example, if you sow an apple seed, right? This isn't a new concept. You're going to get an apple, right? You're going to get an apple tree. If you plant or sow an orange tree, you're going to get an orange tree. If you plant a pineapple bush, did you know that pineapples grow on bushes, not on trees? I'm sure you already knew that, but that was a new concept when we went to Hawaii years and years and years ago. I don't know why I thought they grew on trees. But anyways, if you plant a pineapple bush, you're not going to get a cantaloupe, right? It's the same with your words. So here's what I love that he said yesterday. So he talked about our thoughts, our words, and our deeds, and what you're planting or what you're sowing in your life. So if you decide to plant, okay, so for example, if you decide to plant positive, encouraging words, right, you're going to reap what you plant. Oftentimes people might think to themselves, listen, I don't agree with that. I don't believe in that. Some people just don't want to give thought to things that could really help themselves in their life. And here's what I'm going to say. He says, no investment. If you decide like, I'm going to plant negativity, if I'm not going to pay attention to my words, if I'm not going to strive to be a better version of me, if I'm not going to create a vision board, if I'm going to choose to just sit on the couch, if I'm just going to choose to like day in and day out, I do the things I know I need to do. If I choose to not participate in my life, if I choose to just not care the words that come out of my mouth, then guess what? No investment, no working towards better will get you nothing. So no investment equals nothing, you get nothing. So it's interesting because I think oftentimes people will say, I want better in my life. I hope to have better. I'm wishing for better, but you're not, I'm not saying you, but you're not doing anything to make it better. And one of those better things is paying attention to what you're speaking over you, your family, your life, your finances, and your health. One of the first things you can do is have an awareness around what's coming out of your mouth. So this is chapter 6 that we're going through for one of you who asked what the book is. It's called Dream It, Pin It, Live It. Take a screenshot, get it for yourself for Christmas, go through it with your family. I'm not going to read all the stories to you, but words are powerful. You should take them seriously. Words can be your salvation, or words can also be your damnation. It can ruin your life. And people, you want to know something? I'm actually not going to read the stories in here, but I was reading them this morning, and she shares, I think, 3 or 4 people's stories in their life of where they openly spoke death upon themselves. So if you were to go Google, or you were to just read the lives of people, let me find their names, Mark Twain, or if you were to read about, his name was Pistol, an NBA player. If you were to go read about a rapper, Tupac. If you were to go read about another rapper, Dala, I don't know who some of these people, well, that person is for sure. But interestingly enough, and there's way more people that she referenced to, of people that spoke death upon their life, specifically on their age or what was going to happen, it happened. Listen, you might sit there and go, whatever. I'm just going to tell you, if you were to go read these and then you're like this, and then if you listen to the words that you or somebody else is speaking over you or somebody else, I'm telling you, our girls have caught this concept or caught the power of their words early on when they were young. I've told a story many times. If you're not brand new here, you've heard me here tell the stories, but I have people that will say things like, I can't believe you've got 4 girls. Wait till they get older. The teenage years are going to be hard. And I would say, I reject that. I reject that. I reject that. I'm not going to agree with that, nor am I going to believe that. And I will tell you that our years currently, as we're in teenage and tweens, are incredible. Is it challenging? Like, do we have to learn how to parent these teenagers? Yes. Does it mean that every single day is bliss? No. Do we have to live with what everybody else decided they wanted to tell us, that the teenage years would be our hardest years? No. And so it's interesting because my girls will listen to people say things like, even when people exaggerate and they say things like, I'm dead. I reject that, right? Or like, there's things that people say over and over again about situations and circumstances in their life. And all you have to do is listen, and all of a sudden you're going to go like this. Is that what you're believing for? Is that what you're believing for? When you say something or somebody says something around you, my question to you is ask yourself that. Do I actually want that to happen in my life? If the words that I speak over my work or my family or this circumstance in the moment of frustration, is that what I really want to happen? Is that what I'm believing for? I'm telling you, your words are so powerful. They carry immeasurable significance. Your life tomorrow will be determined by the words you speak today. So, for example, you'll hear people say things like, nothing ever happens to me, right? I'm drowning in debt. The marriage will never improve. No matter what I try, I still am fat. Things like that, right? I want to encourage you today, as you're creating your vision board and as you're creating, believing for different in this next 30 days, diving into the new year, number one thing you can do is have an awareness around what you're thinking, the words that you're sowing into your life and other people's, the deeds that you're doing, because you're planting your own field of your life. And if you choose to not pay attention to that and plant negative, what you should expect is not what you're hoping for. All right. So we're literally trapped by the words of our mouth. Anything that you say can and will be held against you. So there's tons of great quotes, tons of stories in this book. Actually, a lot of them. And the last thing I'm going to say is, So what she does in this book is she talks about how you can create affirmations, or what are you declaring over your life. So once you get your vision board created, once you have it actually made and you've got it posted, one of the things she encourages you to do in this book is she goes, I want you to start declaring God's promises over your life. So she gives you a ton of Bible verses to declare over your life. She also says this, declare your unique and individual desires. So write out things that you are wanting to believe and you're wanting to see in your life. So if you took a piece of paper or a note in your note and on your phone, right? And you put things down like, I am disciplined in spirit, soul, and body. Like whatever is on your vision board, what if you put words to that? I am proactive. I am highly focused. I am confident. I am highly organized. I am successful. I am a best-selling author. I am confident to speak on television. I am wealthy. I am full of joy. I am filled with peace. I am energetic. I have the mind of Christ. If you were to write a handful of things that correlated with your vision board and you said them out loud every single day, what do you think that would do for you? Even just the way that you held yourself or the way that you walked around your office or your home or how you felt, do you think it would energize you, encourage you? Those words are powerful. So my encouragement to you is, as you're building that vision board, do that. I am. If you want to get healthy, if you want to lose some weight, if you want to get stronger, I am strong. I am healthy. I am, because those are some things you need to say out loud over yourself. Things also like, I am debt-free. I am promoted. I am highly favored. Listen, we walked into the gym yesterday, and for whatever reason, I actually was going to ask the gym, one of the managers or owners, part owner, when we go back here today, I was thinking about this. We always say to our girls, so something that we speak over our girls every night. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Help? So if you've never seen it, it's a really great movie. And in The Help, the lady that was taking care of the little girl, she says, you are kind, you are smart, you are important. So I saw that movie when it first came out and our girls were little. And those three little things that she said over the little girl really resonated with me. And so we put our own words and we started adding to that, and we say it over our girls every night. And if we don't say it, our girls will call us on it. So every night before our girls go to bed, we pray together. We give them hugs. We tell them good night, even to our 16-year-old. And they know it. And if we don't say it, they're like, hello. And we say, you are kind, you are smart, you are important, you're a beautiful child of God, you are blessed and highly favored, growing in wisdom and stature. You are appointed and anointed to live a long, strong, healthy, prosperous life. That's what we came up with, my husband and I. It I think is empowering to the girls. It's life-giving words over the girls. We say it every night, no matter what. Every night. And it's interesting because you want to know something? I actually see favor over our girls. I see favor over our family. We walked into the gym yesterday. It was so interesting. And for whatever reason, the gym owner from the very beginning fell in love with our family. I don't think it's a coincidence. I believe it's favor. But every time we walk in, he's like all smiles. How are you doing? And yesterday he ran up to me and he's like, oh, you don't have to check in. You don't have to scan it. You're fine. Every time you come in, just walk in. If you need something out of the cooler, so like there's a cooler where you buy things, like water bottles and drinks. He's like, if you need something, just go grab it. Just go take it. You and your family just take it. And I was like, what? Yep, hey, good to see you. Welcome. He may do that for everybody. I kind of watched to see if he did, and he didn't. I believe that words are powerful. We speak it over our girls. I believe that our family has favor, but I believe it because we say it. So it was just interesting. I had this like, why does he give us so much favor? Oh, we say our family's favored. So whether you believe it or not, you can choose to believe it and speak things over your life. And if you choose not to, it's just the life that you're going to live, right? Like the seeds that you plant are the ones that you're going to reap. All right. So things like I'm debt free. So look at your board as you're creating it. And I want you to put the I am to it. I'm disciplined. I'm happily married. I'm gifted at communicating. I'm filled with peace. And then you're going to declare those things over your life. So the action step today, after you create your vision board, right? You create it, have fun. It can take weeks. It can take all month. It's okay. Because some of you really need a dream. Is you're going to make a list of positive declarations to speak over your life. You're going to structure your declarations in the present tense. I am healthy. I am strong. I am, and state your dreams in a positive manner. Speak them over your life consistently every single morning. She says, warning, simple words read on a piece of paper that you're staring at your vision board and reading it out loud isn't going to change things if you do it in a robotic tone. You need to say it. You need to be excited. You need to believe it. You need to speak it out over your life. So if you choose to participate in your own life, your action steps are make some declarations and affirmations and things over your life based on your vision board. Not, I want to be debt-free. I am debt-free. Not, I want to lose 50 pounds. I am the healthiest version of me. I am 145 pounds. Whatever it is for you. I am whatever it is. I want you to write those down and I want you to declare them. It might feel silly. It might feel weird. You know, sometimes when we have our girls' friends spend the night or family is around, sometimes I'll feel a little funny, like I'm declaring this over our kids. When we say goodnight to all the girls, we'll have sleepovers, and I'm like, but the girls expect it. The girls want it. And it makes these kids go like, huh. And I'll say, this is just what we say over our girls every single night. So it may feel funny. It may feel weird, but I would rather declare greatness over my kids and over our family than not, and just let life end. Like, it's kind of like what I wrote down from our lesson yesterday of watching our YouTube. It says, no investment equals nothing. You gain nothing, right? No vision board. If you choose to do nothing with your life, but then you hope for something greater, guess what? That's not how it works. If you choose not to take action, if you choose to sit down and hope, there is an aspect of hope, but hope doesn't work by itself. Faith doesn't work by itself. It's called action. You've got to get up and you have to do something, right? In believing and planting those seeds. So, all right, I've rambled enough. Your words are powerful. That is your awareness today. Now you know, and you can either choose to do something about it or not. Otherwise, this is a book. I know somebody had asked again. It's called Dream It, Pin It, Live It. Give a book for Christmas. Put it in people's stockings. Do it with your family. Do it with your spouse. And know and believe that you've got greatness inside of you. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Your presence matters. And I'm working on my vision board currently. When I'm done with my vision board, I will show it to you. I will share it with you. Otherwise, you can always go to KetoMomSecrets.com. You can click on how to get started. I have recipes, KetoMomSecrets.com. You can send me a message. You can reach out. I will answer you. You can go grab your 50% off of selected flavors. So KetoMom.com. If you've never tried ketones, these are incredible. Reach out with questions, post ketones below, and I will chat with you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.